So, Jeremy bought me some Orangina today. It's my favorite. You know what it is?
Oh, what?
It's a European form of orange juice.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's really like tastes really good, clean. Like when I drink American orange juice, I could taste the like acidicness in it. Like there's so much crap in it that it emphasizes like the acid in the orange juice. So when I went over to Europe, I had this drink called Orangina, and it's got a little bit. It's got about 2% pulp, 12% juice, and then it's good. Can you guys see it? Can you keep your phone on, Jeremy?
Just waiting. Yep, and see it now.
Because I tried calling you and you didn't answer.
See, it's working now, just fine.
What?
It's it's working smoothly right now.
I heard you, Michael. Say what, Jeremy?
Yeah, I usually don't. I usually just have like the thing on vibrate, so I'll turn it off. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Just because I don't mean I'm not gonna call you and be like, "Hey, buddy, what's up?" You know, while you're sleeping. But
Yeah.
it's easier than me getting up and up and up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Mm. I guess maybe because we try to stream it in a higher format, that it did that. Oh, I need to put the mouse in the middle of the screen. Jeremy? Am I seriously gonna have to deal with this loading mouse in my screen all day now? For the love of fucking... Ugh! Gosh, like, is it really, do you need to do this? So I don't care. I'm gonna be careless and not think about how it's gonna hurt your fucking hips.
No,
Tell me right
I'll
now,
tell
I
you,
would not
Mary.
wish
If I
this
could
on my
sweep her
worst
away from
enemy.
here tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much
Yeah,
to do.
pull hip pain.
Oh, it's terrible. Why is this
I wish there was a
terrible?
way to ease it up.
Perhaps one day,
I wish
but
to.
not today.
Shit. He always has greasy fingers, so like I gotta wipe down the keyboard. Drives me nuts.
I think you should continue with your performances.
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night.
I think you play beautifully. It would be a shame if you started.
All right, Wilhelm. I suppose it's the least I can do for you.
Sorry. Total typo. So, are you still watching it, Ethan? Ugh.
Did you do that?
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night.
Yes, okay.
I think you play beautifully.
So are you modding at Hearts?
It would be a shame if you started.
All right, Wilhelm. I suppose it's the least I can do for you.
How's that coming?
Hey, watch it!
Will you get paid extra for his shift? What do you mean I'm echoing and repeating? Oh, mute the Twitch stream. Or I mean mute the YouTube, and then I won't echo. Because you're hearing me through your Skype, and you're hearing me through your YouTube at the same time. That's why I'm echoing. Just crap off.
Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
No.
Oh.
I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her
Would have
away
been
from
nice,
tomorrow,
wouldn't
I
it?
would. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
Klimek is doing just fine. You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
Yeah, hold him to it. Kober. Vober for me. When I need him to Vober for me. Your dad kind of looks like you, by the way. Because you guys got similar skin and shape, structure.
I think you should continue with your performances.
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same few people every night.
I think you play beautifully. It would be a shame if
I
you
really
stopped.
like that dragon axe.
All
It's really
right,
nice.
Wilhelm. I suppose it's the least I can do for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't go outside. If you go outside, you'll, like, get really dark. Oh, wow. Aaron, did, Oxy comment back on my video? Can you look?
Yeah, I'm gonna check real quick here.
Oh, that's what fell. Damn it.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Did you see it?
The video?
Him, Nathan. What'd you do? Go out in the sun every day? Why is it not working? So does the mouse just not work? Michael.
Yep.
Mouse isn't working.
What do you mean the mouse isn't working?
Look at the screen. The mouse won't move.
Mm. Okay, it's plugged in all the way?
No, it's a wireless mouse, like on this Logitech keyboard. What the hell just happened?
Not sure what to do about that. There's no, is the batteries dead on it?
Bears are driving me crazy.
No, because look, I just typed the tilde key and it's working. Cramps.
It may just, just
Look.
maybe.
See the mouse? How do I make it work? It's like it's locked.
Okay, do you see I think one of the function buttons. Can you let me see all the function buttons real quick? Up close. A little bit closer. Okay, let's see. Dang it, Nathan, you're kinda... I gotta make sure I can see what the heck's going on here. Okay, trying to... Okay, move it to the left. A little bit further. Okay. Keep going. I'm trying to figure out which one of these is it. Could it be that one that's above the number 1 symbol? Could you hit the function key in that one?
Function. Okay.
You
Let's
don't
see if
look
it
like
works.
a pilgrim. Why bother
Nope,
visiting
not work.
Iverstead? What do you want?
Okay, what type of keyboard is it?
Logitech.
Over by the barrows.
It is the
Speak.
K400R.
I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry. I was curious.
Speak.
I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
See that you don't.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
And I'm not going to break my word.
That's where we gotta jump through like a million hoops to make all this shit work.
Let's see here.
Like, can't it be one simple button? Go and then enter and done?
So it's Logitech K400R. Look at the images so I
Hope
can
you
get a
can do
good
something
view of
about
it. View image.
My hips are like in agony right now.
Okay, could you try hitting the F or no? You want to hit you just want to hit the F2 button without hitting FN, apparently, or the F1 button without hitting FN.
It's not working. It's just got that loading symbol. I clicked F1, not working.
You
F2,
don't look
still
like a
not
pilgrim.
working.
Why bother this? Huh? What do you want?
Have you spoken to Fastbread yet?
No, I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away
Do you
from
see
here
that
tomorrow,
blue
I'd do
stupid
it.
thing in the middle of the
Clinic
screen?
still has so much to learn.
Yeah, one second. The
Ugh.
trying to figure this out.
Hey, there's a blue circle that keeps spinning in the middle of the screen. What is it? What's that noise? What is it? I try moving this mouse. This doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
The tilt key works.
Right.
How come this mouse don't work?
I don't know, it should.
Is there a certain button that I need to press?
I don't know, I moved it.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Sorry, I just can't keep getting up and down.
Yep.
Well, I guess we solved that. See if you can figure out a way to activate this mouse, though, Michael.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, by the way, with the urologist.
Klimek is doing just fine. You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day,
Follow your
but not
heart.
today.
Gwilyn, I told you to cut those boards at
Steve.
my arm's length, not yours.
I'm so sorry, mister. Perhaps if you would have been more specific.
My arm's length, not
Maybe
yours.
as short as you are. What good are these boards to someone of the proper height?
Pardon
Sorry,
me, my
Miss
lady.
Tesla.
Would you care to hear me play my lute?
These damn bears are driving me crazy.
If you fancy a bit of music, let me know.
Can you believe it? This has to be the worst place in Skyrim to run a mill. How am I supposed to... My business is falling apart, my apprentice never listens to me, and now there's talk of dragons. If I hadn't sunk every bit of gold I had into my mill, I would have picked up and left Iverstead long ago.
Hi, the gamer.
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd. I'll definitely do it.
Have you ever seen what a bear does to the trees? They jump on their hind legs and scratch them to bits, marking their territory or something. It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees at the right size. Costs me too much time and money. The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine. Honest gold for honest work.
Sweet, 45 gold.
Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
We don't get many visitors
So
through
silly.
here. Unless they're headed up
Go
High
give
Rock.
them bears what's coming to them. You go get them, girl. Get them bears. Steal from an empty barrel? How could you steal from an empty barrel? And don't they have like a bartering place here? And Michael, your thing is muted.
I know it is. Hello, the gamer.
Yeah, he's been there for 10 minutes.
I only saw his name pop up now.
Man, Lydia takes forever.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's the magic?
Whoa, 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 watch the magic. There used to be a way to sprint on here, and I can't remember how to sprint. I have really bad cramps, Michael.
Kind of wish I could, could help, rub the cramps away.
Very sweet.
And you're so sweeter.
Aww. Except
Keep
when
an
I'm
eye out for wolves
ripping
if you're
people's
headed
heads
up the
off,
path
right?
to High Rock Garden.
I thought it was not me, Ed.
Yeah. I remember I did that to you once, and you, like, ran away forever. I was like, oh. I mean, like, I was mad, but you didn't ever run away.
Just trying to give you your space because, I was pretty sure you're just very angry at me.
Let me teach you a lesson about women. If you run away from them, especially when they're angry, they'll be more mad at you.
Alright then.
Yeah. Girls don't like that. They want you to sit there and listen. That's what girls want. Guys, sit and listen. Even when they're in their bitchiest. I'll give you another word of advice. If you piss a girl off, if you bring her chocolate and flowers, she'll most likely stop yelling. And you gotta hug her too.
Alright then.
Yeah, I remember I used to be... Yeah, like, especially the flowers. Like, you get the roses. Or if you can't get her roses in, you get her some kind of gift. Yeah, always the flowers. Like, I remember Jeremy pissed me off really badly once. And then, I didn't even want to look at him. I was so mad. And when I did look at him, I was, like, throwing daggers at him with my eyes. If you don't know their favorite flower, you get them red roses, because red roses mean love, and if you don't want to mean love, then you give them pink roses, because that means friendship. And white roses can mean, like, I surrender, and that's generic for any girl, so, like, you give your mother white roses. You give a friend pink roses. You give a girl that you may feel feelings for red roses. Girls like red roses the most, usually. Saya doesn't like roses as much. She likes, I forget what it is. She likes, I think it's purple hydrangeas. It's a specific garden flower. It's big. They're pretty. I like hydrangeas too. But red roses are my favorite. So yeah, like, Jeremy, I remember I was livid with him, and he'd come and give me a dozen roses, and I would like stop being angry. Because it's just an innate women thing, like a natural thing. I don't know if it stems from like way back to Adam and Eve or what, but it seems like it's a... Well, pea her flower? What's pea her flower? And I don't know what it is. Oh. I don't know what the thing is with women and flowers. I think it may be like a innate thing. Probably like Adam did it for Eve or something, and it made her smile back in the day. But I noticed that with almost all women, not even almost, I think all women, pretty sure with all women, you give them flowers, and that's like your ticket out of jail card. So, like, I remember, one of my exes, he felt really bad, not really bad, but, like, he felt like, he really screwed up because he cheated on me with this one girl that he's married to now, named Brittany, and I was with him for a year and a half. If you give her flowers, regardless if she's mad or not, she'll like you more. Even if you fucked up, she'll forgive you. And like if like is not happy with you, she'll still smile, and you can be able to move on. Like she'll move on easier, and she'll forgive you. It's kind of like your get out of jail free card. I remember when I was with Fahad and I caught him cheating, I dumped him and I moved out. And you're welcome. He bought me, I think it was 48 roses. 48. And I was going to forgive him, but then the next day he cheated on me again. So I didn't. He had, you know, you can't. He gave me like 48 roses, 4 iTunes gift cards, a watch, a card that was written in Arabic that I could read because I read Arabic. He did a lot of things, and he gave me a pack of stickers. Like, he went above and beyond because he knew he done fucked up. I mean, you date somebody that long and then you do that. I mean, like, I was there for him, and like, he would be like, he was a bad boyfriend. Like, I didn't know he was in drugs and alcohol and shit. And when I met him, I literally he told me he wasn't into that stuff, but when I figured out he was, it was way too far into the relationship. And so when he'd be sick, I'd take care of him, and when he'd be like coming home puking, he'd be puking on me, and I'd, you know. Plus he had done a number on me, and like physically. But yeah, if he had like stopped being an asshole, maybe he would have had a shot. What's the ice for? He may. Yeah, he did. But I was like so manipulated by him, and I felt like I had nowhere to go for a while because my parents didn't take care of me, and I didn't have money because at the time they refused to sign off on my scholarship. Like you can't in the state of Florida, if you are under the age of 24, you need some parent or guardian to sign off on the forms to allow you to have financial aid. And they would not sign it. So I had to plead homelessness status because they wouldn't sign it, and that was my only way of being able to go to school is if I had financial aid. And I had the money. Because they're rotten fucking bitches. That's why they wouldn't sign it.
So,
Like,
Dragonborn up here.
they just said, no, you need to apologize. I said, apologize for what? And they're like, you know what you did. I'm like, well, I'm sorry for whatever I did. And I was sincere, and
We will see.
they wanted me to apologize for, like, things I had done when I was a child, like throwing a book or something. And I don't even ever remember throwing a book. Nothing was ever good enough. They wanted me to apologize for not doing the dishwasher. But I mean, like, this was years old stuff.
Shout for us, Dragonborn.
Where am I
Shout
supposed
at
to...
us. Let us
Shout.
taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you.
Those are funny looking dudes.
Welcome to High Hrothgar.
Anyway,
I am Master
so
Arnby.
I had the scholarships to
for the
go to
graveyard.
school.
Now, tell
It
me.
is so messed up. So, like,
Why
not
have you
only
come
did they
here?
kick me out when I was like 17, I couldn't even access my student financial aid because
the
I was
Greybeards,
considered
followers of
not
the way
old
of
enough
the
to do
voice.
so because I was like,
We
you know,
stand in
18 and
High
19.
Hrothgar, the
So
slopes of
for a
Kinnared's
long time I
sacred
had to
mountain.
be
Here we
homeless and I had to
commune
sleep
with the
on like
voice of
the
the
street
sky
and like
and
in
strive to
people's
achieve
houses and
balance between our
on
inner
couches, and
and
like I was
outer
constantly
selves.
on the go. It was like a gypsy as in going to college, but I did it as a gypsy going to college. And they did
We are
not
here
help
to
me. I
guide
was
you
extremely
in that
ill,
pursuit.
and so when I dated my
Just as
ex,
the
like, you know,
Greybeards have
he
sought to guide
beat the
those
hell
of
out
the
of me.
dragon blood.
4 months in, and I had nowhere to go. I had no family members who'd take me in. Tell me about it. People were taking advantage of me physically. It's dangerous.
You are not the first. There have been
I've
many
been kidnapped
of the dragon
once.
blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift
It's pretty
upon
bad.
humankind. Whether
But
you
yeah,
are the
like
only
that's another
dragonborn
story
of
for
this
another
age,
day. But I
that is
was
not ours to know.
long story short, when I
You are
was
the
held
only one that
hostage
has
for
been
5
revealed
hours, but I
thus far.
escaped.
That is all I can say.
It was crazy. I lived a crazy ass life. My
We are
mother and
honored
father
to welcome
could have
a
been good
dragonborn
and
to
decent
High
parents
Hrothgar.
and taken me in
We
and
will
just
do our best
helped
to
me to
teach you
finish
how to
college.
use your gift
And if I wasn't
in
running on,
fulfillment of your destiny.
like a gypsy all the time, I probably
That
would have
is
been
for
able
you
to, like,
discover. We can show you the way, but not your
I probably would have been able to have a much happier life, a fruitful life,
You have shown
and I probably
that
would
you
have
are
gotten finished in
dragonborn.
school better
You have the
and quicker
inborn
without
gift.
getting beaten or hurt or
But
anything.
Do you have the
But they were
discipline
not good
and
support.
temperament to follow the
And then
path
by the
laid
time
out for you?
I finally did get granted
Make
homelessness
decisions.
status, they had to
Without
back pay
training,
me for
you
over a
have
year and a
already
half.
taken the first steps towards
And when they back paid
projecting
me, I
your
had
voice
so much
into
money
a
left
boom,
over.
a shout.
I had enough to get an iPhone
Now
and pay
let us
off the
see
whole
if you are
contract for
willing
2 years.
and able to learn. When you
But,
shout, you speak
you
in the
know,
language
by
of
the
dragons.
time I ever even got
Thus,
back
your
paid, it was
dragon
1
blood
month before my
gives you an
graduation
inborn ability
of
to learn
college.
words of power.
And then by the time
All
I
shouts
did
are
get
made
granted
up
the
of 3
homelessness
words
status,
of power.
I had
As
it
you
for about
master
1
each
month, and then
word,
my parents
your shout
said that I
will
could come
become
back home because
progressively
people
stronger.
guilt tripped them.
Master
It was like, you
Einar
know,
will now
her
teach you
ex-boyfriend's
grow,
beating her.
a second
And,
word in unrelenting force. Grow means
oh, I know. And then they
balance,
took me in, and then
dragon tongue.
because they took
Combine
me
it
in
with
for about a
this
year, I lost the
force
homelessness
to
status.
focus your thumb
So
sharp.
then after that, I would have had to go through them again. But now I think I can get my scholarship money on my own now without their permission. What am I supposed to do? Oh, there we go. That's cool.
You learn a new word like a monster.
I probably will. I probably will. It's
But
just,
learning a word of power is only the first step.
you know,
You must unlock its meaning.
being
to
able to have a
master
car and
it
everything,
in
go to
order
college,
use it in a
it's the
shout.
hard thing.
Well, that is how the rest of us learn.
Never
shouts.
owned a car.
As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's
I was
life force
hoping
and
with
knowledge
doing the
directly.
creating and doing Twitch and
As
stuff
part of
that I
your
could
initiation,
get
Master
a,
Einar will
get some
allow you to
success
tap
here
into his
and
understanding of role.
have money to buy a car by the end of the year. But it's difficult.
Use your unrelenting force.
But
shout
yeah,
to
my
strike
dad
the
had told
targets
me
as they appear.
he said
Bruce, go!
he said that he said if I gave him like over $5,000
Well done.
that he would invest in my money in gold. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And I gave him the $5,000 to invest in gold. And then I said I want my money back years later, because he's like, oh, you know, it's a good investment. He's like, it's a good investment. If you do this, you'll get much more later. It's very rewarding. No, what happened was when I asked him to withdraw the money, he said no. He never gave me my money back. I don't know if he didn't invest or what, but all I know is he said that he would not give me my money back. Period. And I was livid.
Bruce, go!
I was really angry because I could have used that money for a car. $5,000.
Once
I
more.
would have been able to buy a nice junker, but
Bruce, go!
he didn't. So
Impressive.
Your thumb is precise.
Yeah, it is.
You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Yeah, I know. But he wouldn't give it back. And he laughed in my face. And he knew I wanted a car. He didn't want to get me a car. Didn't want to get me a phone. Didn't want to do anything for me. He always wanted me to be at his mercy. I wasn't allowed any freedom ever. My family sucked.
Huh?
They're the most terrible people I have ever met in my entire life. I thought my parents are pretty much as bad as Aviana, except they're not hookers like Aviana is.
You will now see how you learn a completely new shot. Master Bori will teach you wood, which means whirlwind. Wood. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing.
Sweet.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his magic wood.
That looks cool.
Now we will see how quickly you shoot. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Bruce, run!
Is this your best effort?
Oops, I did the wrong one. But yeah, my parents, Jeremy hates my parents, Alex hates my parents, most people hate my parents except for the people that my parents smile to and they don't know any better.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
I mean, when people tell me, well, I can't go to college and da 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 because I'm not smart enough or I don't have this or I don't have that, I'm like, you can do anything you put your mind to. Because I put my mind to it, and actually when I graduated, nobody believed me. Not even my mother. I had to get my transcript and show it to her. This was back right before they stopped doing that. But I got my transcript and I showed it to her, and it showed the 60 credit hours. And she's like, wow, I thought you were a liar. It's kind of weird though, because I'm happy that you are here because of them. Because you're a good friend.
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Good. Then you will be ready
I went through
for
such hard work and dedication. Have a beer with your dad.
No doubt.
My dad is
at this time is not an accident.
Featherweight,
Your destiny is
or whatever they call it.
bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Dragons have the inborn ability to
We don't know what that
project
is.
their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. But you have already
Oh
learned
yeah,
that
when
a
he
few
gets
days
drunk.
took
Dante
even the most
Kasaki
gifted
is
of us
in the
years
room.
to achieve.
Oh,
Some believe that Dragonborn
ask him
are
what he
sent
wants.
into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later.
Yeah, my dad
when you are
is
ready.
a mean drunk though. I'm glad you said something. I thought you were gonna ignore me.
I'm not ignoring anything, I'm just listening.
So yeah, I hear you.
Dragons have
But
always
yeah,
been
my
able to
dad
sound. Language is
drinks
intrinsic
one
to
beer
their
and
very
he's drunk.
being.
Or
There
he
is no
acts like an
difference in
animal.
the dragon tongue between debating and fighting.
I'll tell you something,
Shouting
being
comes
homeless and being a
naturally to
woman
dragon
is very
as breathing
dangerous.
or speaking.
Guys try to take
In
advantage of
mythic
you
times,
twice as
when
worse.
mortal kind was in great need,
They'll say
the
stuff
goddess
like,
Kinnereth
I have this
granted
one
us
guy,
the ability to
he's my
speak as
ex-boyfriend.
dragons do. For most people, long
He knew what
years of
happened.
training are required to learn
And
even
he
the
said I could stay
simplest
with him
shout.
as long as I gave
But for
him
you, the dragon speech is in your blood,
all of my
and you learn
holes.
it almost without
And I
effort.
said, no. I'm not gonna do that. Then he said, alright, you need to get out by 7 a.m. And he said, I was like, really? He wanted me to give him all my holes, and then when his friends would come over, he said that I had to stay in the closet and never come out, but I had to get a job, a car, pay for rent, and food. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to him, but I was pretty angry. He was trying to take advantage of me. He was 10 years older than me.
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. As I said,
Yeah, basically.
you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Yeah, he looked like Vin Diesel, but an Arabic version of Vin Diesel. He had big arms. He's a bodybuilder.
We study
He's a
the
real
way
ass.
of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windkorn. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case,
I know he
Dragonborn,
wasn't a man.
it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
For
Their
sure.
voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of
He was
our
a
founder,
pathetic man
Jürgen
child.
Windkorn. Very
His name
few are
was
permitted to
Majid.
study with us here at High
There's a show
Hrothgar.
called Captain Majid, and they go,
But in
Captain
your case,
Majid!
Dragonborn, it is a privilege
It means like
to guide
hero
you
or
towards
something.
mastery
I don't
of your
remember.
voice.
The name Fahad means tiger.
Wind, Gat.
Hmm. Why does it Dante visit me all the time? He just talks for 5 minutes and then leaves. It's weird, a floating bowl. I know, I agree.
Oh.
Did you read that? Did I tell you about Atticus, by the way? Yeah, they seem like it. Atticus M. Gray, he was a part of our roleplay group. He was supposed to be a soldier. He never showed up for practice. And he claimed he was all powerful and great, but then was always gone. I love how Jay and what's-his-face were gone. That Jay and Xander tried to act like they'd be there and then haven't been there today. I understand nobody wants to be an infantry. Infantry is basically a group of grunts. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. What I could do in time is I can get the... If I think if someone needs more training, like if I'm not sure if I want them in my division, I can give them the U to work on. Or we could just have everybody start in infantry and stay in infantry. The problem, or not start in infantry and stay, I mean like, it could be like a form of boot camp. And then those who want to stay can. But then we gotta come up with standards for them for the Spec Ops unit, because we gotta make it a little bit harder for them. It's really hard, because everybody wants to be an N7. I never realized everybody was gonna want to be an N7 when I took it up. I only took it, you wanna know why I took it up? I took it up because the man who beat me to death was a Spec Ops soldier. And I figured, if I did this job, I could become a better fighter and learn better self-defense. So that if another soldier tries to hurt me, I can overpower them. Yeah, ask away, Anthony. Yes, I roleplay. Take your time, Nathan. I think the Steed Stone is close by. I was saying that people always want to join Spec Ops because it's the toughest of the tough, and they want to look like tough guys. That's why.
Never should have come here.
Oh, stupid Lydia getting in the way. Are you seriously asking me that inappropriate question on my stream? Get the fuck out of my stream. A fucking asswall. I love how you banned him, Michael, just as we both saw that. I have a question about Skyrim. Take your time. Let me ask this completely inappropriate question about Skyrim. Don't be a dumbass. You think I ain't gonna know? What do you think I'm gonna do? Sit there and kiss your ass? No. You don't say that shit on my stream. Fucking idiots, I swear. Like, I swear, like, people asking me the most stupid questions and saying the most stupid shit on my stream. Like, why would you even think this is any bit acceptable to say on someone's stream? It's completely out of control. Like, I remember when I was a kid, and not even I said things like that. Like, they know what they're doing. They know much better, and they're still doing it. Jeez, I just punched that dog to death. Yeah, so, did you hear what I said about my ideas for infantry? Die, crab, die! Punch him out! It's relaxing. It's neat how they do that with the salmon. I thought that was a crab, but it was Lydia. Lydia's got crabs! What, I can't get no more fish? Come on. No more fish. Wonder what it looks like when people get kicked out of streams to them. Like, on my end, it just shows a hammer. kind of miss my unicorn. I wish it would come back. Take some wood. Man, I remember one time Bo took me to this really fancy restaurant to celebrate our anniversary, even though our anniversary, we weren't dating at the time. And it would have been our 6-month anniversary if we were dating. He took me anyway. He was different like that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's weird. I mean, it is weird to an extent, but I don't know, like, I didn't judge him for it. And he took me to this really nice, fancy restaurant. He bought me a 3-pound lobster. Man, it was huge. It was really good. And I saw that wine there, and it reminded me of the fact that we had really nice wine. I don't even remember what it was called. I think it was called the Daughters or something. So good. It was perfect. And I think he got a duck or something. Like, the presentation on the food was really good. And the restaurant was very nice. I remember pulling out a napkin, and I would wipe my mouth and then just put the napkin on the table. And this one dude, this one waiter, kept coming to the table to fold my napkin for me. After I used it, I'm just like,
Got your back.
I'm like, really? And if I did that, he'd just come right back and fold it up again. It was kind of funny. I'm like thinking, man, this guy must get real tired doing his job, folding people's dirty napkins. So I was like, alright, you know, if you want to fold your napkins, go ahead. Yeah, I saw that wine and it made me think of that. Because we had some fancy wine. Bo was, somebody I had fun with a lot. What's your idea? Okay. Alright. Let me look and see what you said. I was like eating. And I accidentally touched the keyboard. Yeah, that's initially what we did do. But then if they go through infantry, this is how it would be. You would have to present them with a series of training courses. Now, if you can train the men, then they're all yours. But I'm not going to do this unless you actually are going to train them on a ritual basis. Because, see, I tried to have you do training before, but you weren't really into it. There's no point in having them go through infantry if they're not going to go through training. That's just how it is. And, you know, like, I brought in a DI because, nobody who was ever in charge of infantry was training. And I'm not saying you're a bad soldier. I'm just saying that they need to be trained, and it's kind of redundant if you put them through infantry first. So what you can do is you can train them, and I can observe, and then whoever makes it through that, you can put their recommendation into me, and I can approve whether they should be in it or not. But you'll have to watch them, and I'll take your word for it. Yeah, personally, you want my personal opinion? My personal opinion about infantry is more like boot camp. You get all the grunts, it's just a bunch of grunts. And some people stay in it, and some people don't. They just, I mean, everybody wants to excel. Like, you know, you don't want to stay in first grade, right? You want to go on to second grade. So, that's how they look at it. I don't... That's good. Infantrymen are frontline men. They're supposed to be the ones that go in first. So technically your group of soldiers should be having their shit together. What I've noticed is that people are whining. Why? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to put on my armor? Why do I have to do this? Yeah, you need to be strong with them and say this is how it is, period. The second we let them slide is the second we end up having a military like Sheps. You want that? Because their military is now empty. Yeah, every ragtag I've ever seen always fails. And they look at me and they're like, oh, well, you're too strict. I'm not too strict. You want to wear that getup? I mean, like, you want to wear that getup? Fine, wear it at, like, a convention or something. Like, yeah, well, you know what I used to do? I did this once. I had a whatchamacallit. Sweet. I had a weapons convention, and what people did is they came in, they showed off their weapons, and we brought in an exceptional... We brought in celebrities, people who had made weapons. This is actually how I first met Sebastian. I mean, I knew of him, but I hadn't met him in person at that time. And he came, made a appearance, and people, we had a competition. Our competition was that whoever won first place would get like 5K, whoever got second place would get 2K, and whoever won third place would get 1K on who had the best weapons. All they did is just came, talked, show their weapons. I didn't know how else to display the weapons convention. But I did it, you know, to have, like, people come together and just, you know, like, kind of like a gun show, you know what I mean? You bring all your guns, you show them off, etc., and have fun. And I kind of want to do it again, but I don't know how to make it not boring. Because you go there, you show your weapons, and then you're like, now what? You know what I mean? So I haven't had one since 2011. But that would be the only time that having a ragtag is exceptional. Everybody comes and what your favorite armor is, and it's good when they do this. The point of me having everybody do this, which no one ever seemed to understand until after the competition was over, was to find the nicest weapons on IMVU, and then I would look at them, observe them, and then make new weapons. So, like, I had this one guy, he had a, it's not a battle axe. I forget what it's called. It's, I have it in my shop. It's my first weapon ever. It's like it looks like a big battle axe. And I made it. And it was, I had seen that weapon on somebody else, and I made it. The guy was flipped out because I made it. It was so long ago. But I wanted to have, you know, some nice weapons out there. So I don't know. We can do another one, but you need to give me some ideas. So I don't know what kind, you know, I don't know what to do.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Whoa!
Mirak, help me!
Oh, you want to summon these things? Alright. Conjuration. You want Mirak? Fine, I'll summon a Seeker. It says I have a Magicka. What the hell? I have 80 guns on IMU, but take off 2 to 3 submittance that Nick gave me. I have 20 melee weapons and 5 tank grenades. That's wonderful. Cultist orders, spell tone, frostbite. How many cultists were there? Well, you can find the nicest one and show it off, but then we gotta come up with other events at the competition. If you want, I can open up that one desert room We can hold it there, and instead of putting it where the planes are, I can put it like, you know, maybe, instead of putting it like where I can't speak. Where the planes are inside that one building, I can have the weapons competition, and then afterwards we could have a firefight in that firefight zone. With whatever you got. Of course it would piss off Genesis, but wouldn't that be the most fantastic part about it? Why should we care how they feel? They don't care about us. Oh, it would be. But what would we call it? The conquered Genesis base? I'd be okay with anything. Frost Desert base. Either it better have frost in it, or it better be something about it being conquered. Because in a sense, we did conquer it because we got Nick to leave. Frost Beach Genesis as the name. So the room would be called Frost Beach Genesis, or the Frost Desert Base. It sounds like an oxymoron. A jumbo shrimp. Frost Desert Base. Okay. Anything else you think I should add to it? Alright, well I'll close the room down and then open that one. Just remind me of what I want to call it so I don't forget. Frost rules, Genesis sucks. I mean, I think our place is much better. True. Get him! Get him!
Be careful.
Okay, so do I need to add anything to that room? Do you want to see the room? Yeah, sure. Let me open it. That's fine. By the way, sorry I've slowed down on creating. I'm gonna be creating more and more now. Now that Avian is dead. I slowed down a little bit because, Jeremy actually was not very nice to me. Oh look, it's a dog. Alright, dog. Is he barking at me, dog? I forgot, why did they kill the dog? Wrong room. Alright, here's the desert base. Would you believe that Xander went on his bragging capade again today? Yeah, I'll be creating more. The reason why I took a break is because little bitchy what's-her-face, Aviana hurt my feelings. Yeah, well, she made me feel like a piece of trash. And then I almost fell into that. That would have been bad. Oh, that would have been very bad. Yeah, and then one day Jeremy had a bad day and he decided it would be nice. Oh, stupid thing. Anyway, he decided it would be cool to tell me that I'm a failure at life because he was having a bad day at work, so he took it out on me. And told me that I do nothing but sit around and that I suck at creating and everything else, and I was like very angry. Yeah, he apologized, but you know, it's things like that that really hurt people's feelings. And he's like, oh, well, if you were good, then you would have been like, you would have been a whole level higher right now. And I'm like, well, you know, it's really hard to go from, you know, level 4 to 5. So stop, like, you know, saying that.
No, not like this.
I like how she knocked him out with her shield. But yeah, this is the desert base. If you come into this chamber over here, this would be a good area to set up weapons. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's like, you know, my mother used to do that to me too. Like, I'd want to be a model and then she'd tell me I'm too fat. Or I'd want to be a gymnast and she'd tell me I'm too tall. Or I want to be an actress and she says, oh, you're not good enough. Or if I want to be an anchor and she, oh, you can't be one because you're late all the time. Like, you know, she always tell me what I can and can't do. I'm really tired of people doing that. And like, when I was going to college, I was going to college to make something of myself. To become a better person and whatnot. And she would go up to me and say stuff like, oh, you're never going to succeed. You're never going to go and graduate. You're going to be a loser. And then, like, you know, I didn't just have my mom do this. My uncle and aunt, and they are all like, yeah, you're going to be just like your mother. Your mother got pregnant at 20. And they were all waiting for me to, like, be pregnant. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, man? You know, I'm just because my mom got pregnant at 20 doesn't mean I'm gonna get pregnant at 20. But they're like, oh, like mother, like daughter, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. And let me read what you said. Your parents are just monsters. I'm saying, and even saying that is stupid. Like, oh, they are. I know. And like, it was horrible. I went and I had my graduation at college after them doing nothing but sitting on their ass and doing nothing to support me, telling me how stupid I was and how I'd never be successful in life. And I go and I graduate from college, and I said, my mother showed up, and I said, Mom, you came to see me. I'm very happy about that. No, I said, you came to see me graduate. I'm very happy to have you here. And she said, no, I came to see you not graduate because I know that you're a liar. She's like, there's no way you could have graduated. She said that in front of all the college students that I had gone to college with. Everybody got really quiet and they looked at her. People shook their head and they were like, wow, I can't believe she was such a bitch. And, so when people are like, oh, you should love your parents, I'm like, fuck them. You know, they didn't pay, none of them paid for my college. What did who say? What did my mom say that to which part? You aren't specific. No. My people didn't. When people reacted to her telling that, what did the people say? They said, wow, what a bitch. That's what they said. She just gave him a dirty look. No, she's never embarrassed. I remember we went to see Deacon John. You know what a deacon is, right? We went to see Deacon John, this past year with my parents to discuss, like, some of the harassment they've been doing and how we need assistance with certain things, like, you know, normal things that people need from their family. And, they were attacking me, being extremely rude. They were like, oh, I never did anything wrong to Carrie, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, those are ushers. Deacons are, like, people that can replace the priest if the priest is gone. But they could still be married. But only if they were married before they became a deacon. Like, they could say a mass if the priest, like, somehow dies or something. Or gets sick at the last minute or something. I've only had that happen once where deacon's been gone. Like that. And the deacon was like, why do you hate your parents so much? And I said, I said, my parents are very mean to me and they call me names. And they call me things like whore and slut. And my mom goes, I would never say such a thing like that in my entire life. And then, I was like, then why did you do this? And she goes, oh, because you are a whore. in front of the deacon, and I'm like, so I can't say anything to my mother, and, you know, but she can attack me and call me names, and that's supposed to be okay? And he's like, well, she's your mother. I'm like, no, that's not okay. I'm an adult. You don't call me those names. You treat me with respect. Right, exactly. I have to revere them because they passed me through their twat. And I said, I don't give a shit if they're my fucking birth parents. Like, you know, you don't say this shit to people. I said, it doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to have a baby. Like, you can be a child and have a baby.
Damn you! I'm finished. No.
No. But yeah, Jeremy was like, he was sitting there watching as my mom did this. She tries to act like she's like this holier than thou angel and is really this monster. And people let her get away with it in the Catholic Church because she's the founder of Catholic Radio. So I'm just like, fuck you guys. You know, and then when I go into church, they wonder why I don't want to, like, talk to them or befriend them. Because they're not nice, and when I ask them for help, they don't come. I mean, I was in the hospital, sick as a dog with pneumonia, dying. And the only people who came were Bo, Jeremy, and Kevin. And Kevin, I think the only reason Kevin actually came is so he could try to get me to fuck him later on. And that was it. Now, if you were to deal with, like, an evangelical place, you know, they would have sent, like, if you were an evangelical, they would have sent people to see you and bring you flowers and all kinds of bull. And I'm just like, well, I believe in the teachings of the Catholic Church, but I don't believe in the non-Christian behavior of the members of the Catholic Church. They try to be like, yeah, oh, we donate and we do this and everything like that. But they don't. They really don't. Hey, Noah. I remember you. I never forgot. Noah, do you have an IMVU account or a Skype? You're welcome to join our Skype call. I don't mind making friends. If you're nervous, you don't have to add me though. It's okay, I can understand why you would be. I think this is the place where you go for the transmutate spell. I remember this place. Blacksmith's Forge. Sweet. I wanted to go here. Dragon Bone Warhammer. Dragon Scale Armor. You need 3 Dragon Scales. As well as hang on to it until then. Man, I want to slaughter another dragon. Mammoth stew. Might as well save. Nah, man, I can't talk to you through Instagram and Twitter through like voice chat. It'd be very difficult for me to like Instagram you while I'm like, you know, gaming. But if you ever get a Skype, you're more than welcome to join our call. You know, I thought this would be kind of annoying going through it a second time. I mean, because I've already been through all this, the main quest line. Move, Lydia. Move! Alright, this is how you get Lydia to move. Well, except she now moved. So, so you've never been on IMVU before, huh? Wouldn't it be cool if you could make weapons out of mammoth tusks? Ooh, a treasure chest. And all I need is a place to, like an arcane enchanter. I had this house in Solitude. See, because I played this vanilla on, in this one place, what's it called? Played the vanilla version of this on Xbox. But then I couldn't have any mods. In my tech man, I have no idea why he didn't think about this, but he kept, go join the Winterhold College. I already joined the College of Winterhold before on the other Xbox, but I'm still doing like other quests on this one. I may do the Assassin's Brotherhood or whatever it's called. What? Where'd it go? Like stuff disappearing. It was bizarre. Which mission is that? Is that the one with the labyrinth? Or is that the one where you have to take like a beacon or something and do something with it? Did you get the Dawnbreaker yet? My magic runs out real quick in this game too, it's annoying. Okay, I guess. If you tell me what the name of the mission is, I can tell you if I know it or not. You got to kill these, like, weird essence things. Doo-doo-doo. If you're tired, you can go to bed. Oh, Noah. Oh. That's so cute. Oh. Oops. Oh, don't go over it. Don't go over it. Okay. Whew. Probably was a trap. Which beast? Are you talking about the Falmers, or are you talking about a different beast? What's the name of the mission? Damn it. I always get all those traps. It should say, I'm not playing any music, no, why? Only what's the typical Skyrim stuff. I don't remember the woman. Are you talking about the mist woman? In the labyrinth? Dude, you need Mirak's sword. It's not coming from me. No, I'm not gonna kill the woman. She's gonna go fucking kill me, dum-dum. Go kill your own women. Well, actually, don't do that. That's pretty bad, but you know what I mean. I do, but I'm on PC right now. I felt no need to use the Xbox 360 right now when I'm on PC. It's Empress Luna Frost with one S under Empress. Empress. Just see if I can spell it. There you go. Just like that. Don't type it any other way. I wanted to like do like Empress with two S's. But it wouldn't let me. I was like, fuck you, man. So you know I have a really foul mouth. I see, so you have to go out the other way. Skyrim's like, ah. Wouldn't it be cool if you could fly out of that hole? What radio? I don't have a radio on. Oh! Do you mean in the room? Yeah, there's a radio in the room. If you click on... That's what you clicked on. You clicked on the UFO. Okay, so, I made this ship, by the way, the one that's here. Alright, so if you go over by the desk... You see where I'm standing? On the UFO?